This Land is My Land was a game with tremendous potential and a fantastic concept for a game. I say was because Game Lab Studios made a post on July 10th stating that they were going to stop development on This Land and are working on a new project called A Twisted Path to Renown. It's a PvPvE extraction shooter, or aka Hunt Showdown without the monsters. The community is very mixed on this announcement, so let's break it down. This Land is My Land, for those who don't know, is an open world survival game where you play as a Native American trying to stop Western expansion by the Americans. Super cool concept. I can't think of any other game with anything similar to this. The game dropped into early access in 2019 and spent 2 years there, releasing in October of 2021. The devs promised to continue work on the game to iron out bugs and release DLC, but in February and 2022, the Russians invaded Ukraine and the devs announced that they would stop development for the foreseeable future, which is completely understandable. On April 4th of 2022, they stated that business was back to normal for the most part, even with the war still raging. 3 minor updates later, 4 bug fixes, and 1 DLC release, we reached July 10th, the post that would announce their new project. Now, as far as this post goes, it's a bit lengthy, so I'm just going to get 5 main points for you. If you'd like to read the whole thing, I will have a link to it in the description. Now, the 5 points they have are: the war hindered their work on This Land, making them miss their deadlines completely. They also have more important matters like survival, employee wages, and war efforts, which is understandable. Because of this, they are working on a new project, and with the new project, they're going to stop work on This Land. They want to return to it at a later date when circumstances permit so. So, after reading it, trying to get an understanding of their position, it sounds like they mostly just need funds. Funds is like the biggest issue for them right now, keeping people paid, fed, and safe. A completely new title is the way to go, whereas some of the community thinks that they could get their funding from more DLC releases and content updates, which is true, but it's not quite the significant amount of funds they would need from a new game release. So unfortunately for Game Labs, their direct competitor with this new project is going to be Hunt Showdown. So we'll have to see if they can compete with a studio of that caliber. Now, as for This Land is My Land, the game in its current state, still buggy, jank in several aspects. A lot of things get stuck on rocks, warriors, horses, pretty much everything. Yourself, you can get stuck on rocks sometimes. It could be years before they could continue work on This Land is My Land, so it may as well be abandoned in all honesty.